If you're a goaltender, tend the goal! Hey friends, Steve Dangle here. Welcome to another episode of Steve's Dangits, where we look at the biggest dangits from around the NHL over the past week. Mostly me yelling at goalies to tend the goal! It's just like the regular season, except extraordinarily higher stakes. Now, for those of you who don't know, this room that I shoot all my videos in is called the Blue Room, and on that wall over there is nothing but Leaf stuff. Shocking, I know. I do my best not to feature too much Leaf stuff in these videos because I know some people get upset. There's this wall behind me that's largely Team Canada, and then there's some other figures, and there's another wall next to me. It's nothing but non-Leaf figures. But I am wearing a Leaf shirt in this video because this is my John Tavares shirt, and you don't tell me not to wear my John Tavares shirt. And let me just beat you to it. No, that hit is very, very not in this video. But we do have some big plays from this past week of playoff action and a little bit of drama in there as well. Join me. First and foremost, the Winnipeg Jets sweeping the Edmonton Oilers in 4. I'm not gonna lie, I can't believe it. I really did think the Oilers had turned a bit of a corner this season and would win the first round, for goodness sake, or at least make a challenge of it. Now, 3 of these games went to overtime. 1 of them went to triple overtime, so it's not like the Jets blew them out every game. But in one of those games, and Oilers fans, I know that feel, the Oilers blew a 4-1 lead. Producer Drew, show them blowing that 4-1 lead, please.
Back to the point, one-timer, blocked by Nurse, it's still loose out there, they're walking away, and they score! On the line, Scheifele back to Morrissey, the shot, Smith the save, rebound, Wheeler scores! Can we have a one-goal game? Ladies and gentlemen, boy, do we have ourselves a game here. Under 5:30 to go in the third period. Just 1 goal separating the teams now. Morrissey takes a look, shoots, scores! Tie game! Josh Morrissey! It's 4-4!
Are you kidding me? What a shot by Morrissey. Nice little fake shot, draws it back, gets the shot through. And the Winnipeg Jets have clawed and scratched their way right back into this one. In this third period, here's a play by McDavid around the wall. And it's picked off by Adam Lowry, back to Morrissey, fakes that shot, gets Pugliarvi to bite, and then comes across the grain. And just a little wrister that handcuffs Mike Smith. He's setting himself up for the first shot, it's not there. And that flyby again, right there by Kopp. Can't see that shot coming his way, and it finds its way home to tie the game.
Up 3 goals in the third period. Who does that? Oh, for all the Oilers fans tweeting at me over the last few days, how do I recover from this? You never really do. You just sort of push it further and further to the back of your mind. And you start to forget about it, and by the time you think you've forgotten about it, your team has another multi-goal lead in the third period, and you're like, why do I feel awful? That's why, Timmy. That's why you feel awful. I don't even know what to say. The Oilers already down 2-0 in the series, and the way the first 2 games worked out, it was surprising they were down 2-0, but dominant. Game 3, you're up 4-1, and then bing, bang, boom, 2 of those goals were 16 seconds apart! The Jets win it in overtime and take the stranglehold 3-0 lead in the series. Oh, that's a dang it. And just to really do the thing properly, our next dang it features the Oilers in Game 4. They have the lead, and they do it again! This time, it's Ethan Bear just coughing it all the way up.
Slater Cuckoo dropped it off for Ethan Bear. Dangerous pass, intercepted. Blake Wheeler makes moves. Kyle Connor, Scheifele scores! Tie game! 3-3 in the third. Scheifele with his 2nd of the night.
Another turnover for Edmonton, and the pressure of the Winnipeg Jets paying off again. They picked off a lot of passes throughout this game in the middle of the ice, and they're just hanging and waiting, looking to take that advantage. And right here, for Ethan Bear, just trying to put that up the ice, get out of harm's way, and it's Blake Wheeler that picks it off, fights off the check over to Connor, and what a pass by Kyle Connor under pressure. Right here, Wheeler's able to corral that puck, little stop over to Connor right there. The backhand no-looker, he knows exactly where Mark Scheifele is, and he buries it on the one-time.
Okay, you know what? We're doing this. The Ethan Bear pass to the middle of nowhere. That is an obvious enough dang it, right? It's obvious. He made a mistake, he coughed it up, his team got scored on, that's a dang it. Did you catch the bench reaction? Show Connor McDavid again. Show it. He's laughing. the reaction of a captain rallying the troops. Come on, guys, don't worry, we can do this. This is the reaction of a guy going through the middle of his Joker origin story. And by the way, perhaps not emphasized enough, is on the fourth and game-tying goal during the 4-1 collapse, it was McDavid ringing it around the boards and getting it intercepted that started it all. Then, of course, we go to triple OT, and we all know what happens next. Drew, show the thing.
And now, a golden opportunity. Kyle Connor shoots, and he scores! Kyle Connor! Triple overtime series winner! Can you believe it? Bring out the brooms! The Jets have swept the Oilers!
That's a 4-game sweep, friend. That's a dang it. Man, I don't know. I'm so torn on this series. Is that a once in a blue moon thing? Is that a you play the series 9 more times and the Oilers win all 9 of them sort of thing? Or is it a matter of this team just not being ready yet? They look different this season. They really did. I thought they were a deeper team, deeper defensively. They got great goaltending out of Mike Smith. And Connor McDavid was on another worldly clip. Like, we're talking a top 20 pace of all time. One of the best paces ever from a guy not named Lemieux or Gretzky. Maybe we're reading too much into it, and it was just a short series. But when you're not prepared, it's always a short series. That was a dang it. Don't worry, Oilers fans, the knife twisting ends here. We're moving on to Nashville versus Carolina, and this one is drama. Game 1, the Carolina Hurricanes get 4 power plays to the Nashville Predators 3. That is downright typical. Game 2, the Hurricanes only get 3 power plays to the Predators 7, and that's not. Game 3, the exact same thing happens. Carolina just 3, the Predators 7. That is 14-6 over those 2 games. Now, funny enough, the Preds went 1 for 17, and the Hurricanes went 2 for 10, so the Hurricanes actually scored more power play goals there, but just the same, Rod Brind'Amour, Rod the Bod, one of the coaches you don't want to make mad the most, got kind of mad.
Well, I mean, what's the message? We played our butts off. Played great. Played hard. You know, we're playing a great team. And to me, you know, I didn't say it, but I think we're in a battle. And like I said, Nashville's a phenomenal team, but we're also fighting the refs. That's plain and simple. You can't tell me 2 games in a row we get 7 and 8 penalties and they get 3. And when the game's this even, it's not right. It's not right. And I give my guys tons of credit for just sticking and going and playing their butts off and had a good chance to win. I mean, we still had a chance to win. Coming back, not right. 2 overtimes, you know, a knick-knack penalty when there was stuff going all over, just flip the momentum, then they score the next shift after because we're out of rotation. That's not how it should go. So I didn't tell them that, but I'm proud of my group because they just battled.
Part of me chuckles whenever an NHL coach talks like any random on Twitter. Well, you know, we're fighting them and we're also fighting the refs! For health purposes, please don't show this video to Rod Brind'Amour. He's scary. But that looks like a coach who knows he's got an extension coming because he's not afraid to spend the money. Still, that's a dang it. Or is it a hat pick because in Game 4, Carolina 4 power plays, Nashville 2. Maybe it worked, but Nashville won, so maybe that's the dang it. Pens Islanders, wow, does this series want to be in dang it so bad? It's amazing. Like, honestly, this series could be done already in the Penguins' favor, but they just keep going. Here you go. Here are the 2 worst ones. First, we have Teddy Bluger's own goal.
Barzal back out for Pulock between the circles. Nelson setting up in front.
Looking for a one-timer for Pulock.
Barzal to the far side, save it! Lead 3-0.
That's going to be Wallstrom's goal. Movement. The one-timer, the great save there from Jarry, unfortunately for Bluger. A helpless feeling as it comes in. Off his stick, he tries to reach for it. It puts it into the back of the net. But again, when you fire the puck, you just never know. And that was a tremendous save by Jarry going left to right on that 4-on-3.
Teddy Bluger, what a goal! Just waiting right there on the goal mouth. Oh. The Islanders working away on a rare 4-on-3 power play. Bluger, he almost got it, and then it's like the pig from The Simpsons. Just, it's still good. No, it's not still good there, Teddy. It's in the net. We don't call that good. We call that a dang it, unfortunately. But if it makes you feel any better, it's not even the worst one. Oof, Maroon! I feel sick for Tristan Jarry. Just show it. I can't even describe it. Just show it.
By Evgeny Malkin, and again down to Tristan Jarry. A steal. Josh Bailey scores! Josh Bailey on the turnover! In double overtime, the New York Islanders have won Game 5.
Oh my goodness gracious. Great for the New York Islanders and Josh Bailey. You have to wonder what Tristan Jarry was thinking right there, John.
"51 seconds.
They call it sudden death. That's sudden victory. I mean, that's just unbelievable for Tristan Jarry, and unbelievable good fortune for Bailey.
Josh Bailey, his third goal of the playoffs. What a night for Ilya Sorokin. And again, 51 seconds into the second overtime. And the New York Islanders win game number 5, 3-2, and lead the series by 1.
So the puck's going to come all the way down. Jarry's going to come out and play it. He said, okay, I'm going to play. No, you can't do that. I don't know if he didn't see Josh Bailey or not, but nonetheless, he put it right on his tape. And he's just coming right down Main Street. Pump fake, gets him down, and then just puts it up and over the exposed glove hand again, John, for Tristan Jarry. You talk about unforced errors. That is a huge unforced error. And look where the glove is. It's down by his ankle.
Yeah.
That's why I said. That's why I feel sick for him. So it's game 5. The series is tied at 2-2. This game is tied at 2-2. But there is no way this game should be tied at 2-2. Not only are we in double overtime, but the Pittsburgh Penguins are outshooting the New York Islanders in this game 49-27. But just seconds into the second overtime frame, Jarry with the puck. If you're a goalie, tend the goal, but I guess you can play it sometimes, unless you do that. Oh, how is that the play? Oh, I'm sick for him. Josh Bailey gets it, Josh Bailey scores it, and now the Pittsburgh Penguins are on the brink of elimination. That is a dang it. That's the Islanders, man. They're dang it generators. They sit back and they wait for you to screw up. We'll see if the Penguins can get back in this series, or do the Islanders advance again? They've been great in the playoffs these past few years. As we move on to the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Florida Panthers series, I mean, in fairness to the Pittsburgh Penguins, own goals and giving the puck away, it's all the rage. What is it, all the rave? All the rage? I don't care. Anyway, here's Anton Stralman forgetting he's not on the Lightning anymore.
Looking for help, sends it wide. Killorn again, has Stamkos right in front, back to Killorn, and they score. And Tampa cashes in, it's 1-0.
Again, Steven Stamkos didn't score on Sunday night in game number 1. He had a couple of big helpers, and here he played a huge part in this goal. Panthers get caught up by the blue line, and look at that 2-on-1. They isolate Stralman, and then, well, it looks like maybe Stamkos was going to get that goal, as it was partially blocked. Yeah, Killorn never got a stick on it.
Listen, if the captain feeds you in front like that, you gotta tap it in. Oh, Anton Stralman doing his darndest. The Tampa Bay Lightning, who are essentially the Harlem Globetrotters of hockey. Oh my goodness. He taps it into his own net. They've been having enough goaltending struggles as it is, and he added to it. That right there is a dang it. For our next dang it, the refs get involved. How is this goalie interference?
This is Kucherov moving in, defended by Uyghur, collides with Drieger. Is it a penalty on Kucherov? Or is it a penalty on Drieger?
No, it's on Kucherov, and it's a bad call. Kucherov still down on the ice. So is Drieger, for that matter. Kucherov got cross-checked on the play away from the net, and he had nothing to do with running into the goaltender, I don't think. I think Uyghur came back and really gave him a shot. Watch Kucherov. I think he's going to go by the net, and then he just gets hammered by Uyghur. There's nothing Kucherov could have done to avoid contact. There's the push from behind. I mean, there's just nothing he could have done, and he goes helmet to helmet. There it is again. Oh, boy, what a collision. And Drieger stayed down on the ice after that. Here comes again. Kucherov had no way of avoiding this collision. When you're the attacking forward, you have to be the one to avoid the collisions with the goaltender if you're under control.
Okay, how many times have you seen a guy crash into the goalie on purpose? Because, like, guys run goalies. Let's not pretend like it doesn't happen. But how often do players do that head to head? Like, their faces collide on account of Mackenzie Weegar pushed Kucherov into his own goalie. And then the guy who caused the whole thing stands over Kucherov as he's injured in the corner, basically waiting for the ref's permission, like, hey, is that a penalty against him? Because if it is, that means he did something wrong and I'm gonna beat him up. Ridiculous call, preposterous call. That's a dang it. Yes, you wish the world for Drieger. You hope he's okay. It wasn't Kucherov's fault. And it's not the last time we see Kucherov in this video. Anthony Duclair behind the play. What on earth is this?
By Gudas. Gudas sends it right back down where it came from. Moved across to Braden Points.
Behind the play to regroup. Bottom left of your screen as he backs away. Oh, there's the chop by Duclair. He probably got him in that soft spot, either on the side of the knee or on the back of the leg where all those nerves run up and down. And he went right down.
Listen, it's the playoffs. It gets chippier. It gets more physical, but that is dirty, dirty, dirty. And the back of the leg, too. There's so much going on back there. Without going into my medical degree or anything, which I don't have, there are tendons back there. There are nerves back there. And you know what isn't back there? A lot of padding. And while this is a dirty play, like, let's not pretend Duclair's the only guy. This has been a really nasty series. McDonough on the giving end and receiving end of some really nasty hits. Patrick Maroon off the face-off. All kinds of fights. The Battle of Florida is something else. No offense, Tampa fans. I want this thing to go 7, but this is a dang it. Now, for our next pair of dang its, we go to the Avalanche Blues series that is now over. The Colorado Avalanche won 4 games to none. That's called a sweep there, kids. And Drew is always funny in the email, but with this series, he really brings the heat. He types in Kadri suspension, and then in brackets, this feels like a month ago, but nope, LOL. Seriously, I cannot believe Kadri got suspended again. Show it.
It's right up the middle, attacking Thomas. Drop pass, Folks, shoot, save, rebound! Shot wide of the net by Mikkola! Penalty coming up on the Avalanche's Falk is leveled in the slot. Bodies on the near side, and Justin Falk is out. Oh, goodness. Well, they called it a major penalty on Nazem Kadri.
Yep.
And I think the league, from what I see, is going to want to discuss this with him. Absolutely.
Now, he's on the Avalanche now. He's on the team that producer Drew cheers for. He used to be on the Leafs. That's the team I cheer for. I genuinely, I can't believe this happened again. I really genuinely can't. Especially after last year. He had an unbelievable playoffs. Didn't he set a record in his first game in the playoffs with the Avalanche last year? He scored a goal with 0.1 seconds left. Ridiculous, because of course. His first suspension with the Leafs, hey, it's a suspension. Guys get suspended in the playoffs. Don't do that again. The next year, he does it again. He gets suspended game 1 in 2018 and then game 2 in 2019. He has a nice long run. He goes on a couple podcasts. He says, well, I'm never going to do it a third time. And then in game 2, he gets suspended for 8 games. Yeah, I know he's appealing it, but he got suspended. That should be enough. In the past 4 seasons, he has been suspended in game 1 of the playoffs, game 2 of the playoffs, had a nice long run, and then game 2 of the playoffs. And while I do think this is kind of different from the previous 2 were him just ridiculously losing his temper. This one is just a really bad hit. But because of the previous suspensions, he loses the benefit of the doubt, and they throw the book at him. Now, I am fascinated to see how this appeal works, because if it's anything like Tom Wilson's from a few years ago, he's gonna get fewer games, and it's gonna take too long. Here's what's gonna happen. He gets suspended, and he goes, I don't like that suspension, and he appeals it, and it goes straight to Gary Bettman. And Gary Bettman goes, I am upholding the suspension. And he goes, well, I'm appealing it again. And it goes to an independent arbitrator, and they're going to lower it. Guaranteed that's what's going to happen. That's a hat pick. But the whole situation and the fact that he even has to because of this dirty hit is a dang it. Now, the second caption that producer Drew sent me was much funnier. It just says, nice save, Binnington. Go fight someone on the golf course.
Trying to jam it in and a save. Now centered, and it goes by Parayko. And there the box is Graves. Empty net, and he scores as he beats Binnington to it. And Graves makes it 1-0.
An opportunistic Graves takes advantage of a puck that's in no man's land. And it's that old adage, should I stay or should I go? For Jordan Binnington, the timing of this puck, it's too slow for him to get there, but he thinks he can beat him. And what a play by Graves to actually make the play wide. And it actually goes off the shaft of the stick of the goaltender. Binnington might have slowed it down, and it goes inside the post there. If he doesn't get his stick on it, it's in the net anyway. But this last-ditch effort there nearly eliminates a goal, but it's inside the post.
Don't make me tap the sign! If you're a goaltender, tend the goal! Now, I guess in Binnington's defense, that's a split-second decision. He doesn't want to have to face a breakaway, and he does actually get a piece of it, but this is a miscalculation here. But producer Drew, thanks for the funny caption anyway. That is... You're a jerk. This man has a Stanley Cup. How dare you? Still, that plays the dang. As long as we're talking about series that are done, we have the Boston Bruins knocking off the Washington Capitals. Speaking of goaltenders who should be tending the goal, Ilya Samsonov.
Schultz in hesitation, allowing Smith to take the puck, and he scores! Craig Smith, Game 3, double overtime winner for the Boston Bruins. They lead the series 2-1.
Well, a brilliant performance tonight for Ilya Samsonov. But here, miscommunication with Justin Schultz and Craig Smith. The speed, the fresh body on the ice, gets this puck, beats him back to the far post, and the Bruins win it in overtime.
Now imagine this. You're a Russian kid, you're playing hockey in Russia, and you're coming up the ranks, and you're actually doing very well. And you have dreams of playing in the NHL one day. And then all of a sudden, oh my goodness, you get drafted to the Washington Capitals. I am actually going to be on a team with Alexander Ovechkin. But no one ever quite pictures this kind of moment.
That created confusion for Justin Schultz. And Craig Smith on his toes, a great read. Was able to pick that puck up. And
now, I'm not the best lip reader, and I'm an even worse Russian lip reader, but I do know enough Russian swear words to tell you those are Russian swear words. And the Washington Capitals, who won Game 1 in overtime, never really seemed to get it back after this. And now, where are they, Drew? They're with Jordan Binnington on the same golf course, I'm sure. Oh, be nice. How dare you? But that's a dang. Now, we're not going to do the Leafs-Habs series. I don't feel like there's really been a strong enough dang-it candidate from that series. But don't worry, if that series goes 6 or 7 games, at this rate, it'll be the only thing on. So it might be all there is in the next dang-it's video. I don't know. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends that I will be doing a live stream on Sportsnet's YouTube channel. It is called Watch a Leaf Game with Steve Dangle. Isn't that clever? Isn't that clever? We're going to be watching every Leafs-Habs game. It's going to be live on the Sportsnet YouTube channel right around puck drop. Don't miss it.